offensively, the defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now they're turning it on.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Lewis to throw. Got his man.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mays. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With the catch, it's Hagan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Back open in the middle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
Wow, this offense, there's a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football, because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Release to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Tollefson. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football.
Turning it on! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Snags it! And he was straining for the goal line, but but the defense stopped him short.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get...
Steve gets it done. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Makes the grab. It's Hagan. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of